Hi everyone, Jouyan here. Welcome to another weekly guitar meeting at Siccas Guitars. So if my voice is not that clear, it's because I was in London last week for the parade for the Arsenal's trophy after 22 years, since I'm an Arsenal fan. So that's why maybe my voice is not that clear. But I think it's enough to be able to talk about the sound of some guitars. I think the guitar should sound good and not my voice. And I would love to start with a guitar that is made by a very well-known German guitar maker who is very famous for building exceptional traditional guitars, Jochen Röthel. Every guitar sounds super clear. He's building brilliant sounding guitars, incredible in tone separation, and at the same time very projective and powerful. I truly love his guitars. And this guitar comes also with my favorite back and sides with satin wood. So it's even more interesting for me personally. It's a brand new guitar by Jochen Röthel. It comes with a high quality spruce top, a wonderful rosette, which is a super beautiful contrast to the guitar top. And as I already mentioned, we have satin wood back and sides. The guitar is built with incredible precision and very clean work, traditionally built. It's a very elegant guitar. But I would say, let me play a few notes on it and then we will talk about the sound. It is fascinating. Incredible sustain, amazing, elegant tone. The tone is just beautiful. The quality, it's all about quality with this guitar. The quality of the tone is at a very high end level, and you have the tone separation. You have everything. If you are a fan of modern sounding guitar, a very smooth and round sound, probably this is not the right guitar for you. But if you like traditional tone, elegant tone with a loud volume, you will fall in love with this guitar. There is so much separation and dynamic range in this guitar that you have the feeling that you are playing on a little orchestra. You have the possibility to arrange your music and your piece very deeply, and it's a very complex sounding guitar. I think these are the right words to describe the qualities of this instrument. the constant depth in the sound and quality in different positions on this guitar is immaculate. And a lot of different tonal qualities. It's an exceptional guitar made by Jochen Röthel, and please let me know what are your thoughts on the sound of this guitar. Let's move to the next one. The next guitar is also a wonderful traditional guitar made by Falko Römmich, and he's the son of Karl-Heinz Römmich, both very good guitar makers who are building traditional guitars. They are fan of traditional guitars, and they know exactly what they are doing. They are experts in finding the right wood, and the tone of their guitars are just super beautiful and elegant. Actually, a bit similar to the Jochen Röthel, I would say, in terms of elegance, but the character is different. And this guitar made by Falko Römmich, is brand new. It comes with a cedar top and very high quality, and as I find beautiful, Indian rosewood back and sides. I like somehow the look, the shape of the guitar, and the polishing, the color. I don't know, it's a very inviting guitar to look at and also to play on. I have played already a few notes on it and I was very impressed. Lovely. Beautiful tone, very responsive sounding guitar. For a traditional guitar, it has a very fast response, and I like it. And it has a brilliant tone, of course. Beautiful. And one of the other highlights of this guitar is the comfort. The shape of the neck makes the playing experience for me personally very pleasant, and it's a very important point, the playability, and this is spot on this guitar. brand new Falko Römmich guitar. Lovely tone. I'm also, again, very curious about your opinion. Let me know. Hi everyone, Jouyan here. I have the pleasure to have a talk once again with Paul Hildebrandt, guitar maker from Germany. Paul, welcome to Siccas.
Thank you for having me.
And I remember last time, it was around 2 years ago, that we had a interview. I think we compared two guitars.
Yes, I did an experiment there. Yeah.
Exactly. And we have received a lot of good feedbacks regarding your guitars from our customers. And today you brought us a new guitar. I can tell you already, I was very impressed. My first impression was wow, slightly wow, like a little wow effect. Maybe we can start with, I think you have won a very prestigious prize, instrument making prize, right?
Yeah, that was.
What was it?
Last year there was the German Musical Instrument Award, which is a prize that gets awarded every year for different instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And for 2025 it was for classical guitar. And yeah, it's an interesting prize because they compare the guitars on different categories of analysis. So they have a subjective test from professional musicians, and they have a more or less objective test where they do measurements and they analyze different frequency bands and things like that. And they have a craftsmanship analysis, so where you get where somebody checks how well it's built.
Okay,
Yeah.
This is actually good that there is also objective tests,
Yeah.
you know, because only if I say, I like this guitar a lot, I think it's loud. Yeah, it's a subjective thing, but it's good to have measurements and to analyze it and to see that this instrument has really some qualities.
Yeah, it's really cool that you have both the worlds, that you have that you combine it, and it's not just one of them, because one is always a bit
both is good, because the feeling is always subjective, and
obviously
you cannot describe it with measurements, and it's about how the guitar feels. Okay, so let's talk about your new, very beautiful creation. You are building traditional guitars, right?
Yeah, more or less. So it's a solid top.
Solid top.
But it's not completely traditional in like a traditional way.
Not like a Torres.
Yeah, exactly. Not
or Hauser guitar.
Yeah, I try to implement some more contemporary ideas. And the idea is to get a bit more volume, a bit more dynamics, and more ease of playing, without sacrificing so much the colors and the sweetness of a traditional guitar. And
Good point.
I try to accomplish that by viewing it as, so I have the top, which is inspired loosely by the Smallman idea, but less extreme.
Yeah.
So there is a very stiff frame for the top to where it rests on. So it's
you mean in these areas?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So the linings
stiff.
are pretty stiff, and they go all the way around and are anchored at all sides. So they really define the area of the top. And then so the top is a bit lighter, and but it's not as extreme as like the plywood thing, not like that. So and then also the top is fairly thin and light, and it's 7 fan braced.
Okay.
But within some additional cross braces to get more of the balance and more clarity.
Okay.
So it's a bit more controlled than just a very thin top with a stiff frame. Yeah.
And it is a very light guitar. I think compared to the previous ones, it's lighter.
Yeah, it's a bit lighter. Yeah, it's I think that's mostly because with the other ones. So I do layered sides, and with the other ones they were a bit thicker. The outer layer was quite a bit thicker than with this one.
Okay.
because
So it's double sides.
triple actually.
Triple.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Triple
Yeah.
and still so light.
Yeah, it's the inner layer is spruce as well.
Okay. Oh,
So-
cedar, spruce, cedar.
Rosewood, spruce, rosewood.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
like that,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I also see on the back of the guitar, like 4 bars.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's so that the back has, it's basically to involve the back in the resonances, and these bars, they make it so that the main resonance of the back is a bit more controlled, and you can more precisely tune it to the resonance of the top,
Okay.
so that they work better in conjunction.
Okay. And yeah, the top is obviously a spruce top with nice purflings. This is your little decoration, I would
Yes.
say.
Yeah, like this segmented purfling, but it's
Yeah.
bit more lively in the purflings. Yes.
It looks very nice. It's not too much, but it's also not too hidden. I think it's great.
Yeah. I'm starting to get to a point where I like it as well, because I've been trying a lot with these style of purflings, and I had some versions where it was too much.
Yeah.
And was
This is
just
what you
uneasy on the eye.
like
and-
now, yeah.
But now I think I'm starting to find a nice balance.
Okay, nice. And also the rosette looks very nice. I mean, it's a match with the purflings,
Yes,
right?
exactly. It's the same motive.
The same motive and color. Lovely. Well, and we have an elevated fingerboard, which makes the playability, for me at least, much easier on the higher positions. And Indian rosewood backhand sides. I also like the design of the head a lot. It looks very elegant.
Yeah, thank you. I did some experiments on that as well. I think it's pretty difficult actually to design a headstock.
A headstock.
Because
this is what every guitar luthier says.
Yeah, and on one hand you can do whatever. It's acoustically more or less basically irrelevant.
Yeah.
But creating it something that's nice to the eye, it's quite a challenge.
Yeah.
So and it's inspired a bit by the Friedrich headstock, which is like the go inside and a little there and the outside radius. And I also obviously a bit of Reynoso in there with the middle part. And then I added a little crown, because this crown is actually from the linings. They're made of spruce as well.
Spruce, yeah.
And the laminate of multiple veneers, and that was cut off, and it was like, well, this looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Let's just
Why
put
not?
it there.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. And the tuners are
Pagos.
Pagos.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And before I play a few notes on this guitar, I noticed that the sound hole is a bit different. I don't know, is it something special or is it just a design?
Yeah, it's special. The idea is that of a tornavos, basically.
Yeah, it's like a mini tornavos.
Yeah, so it's the guitar that won the prize, which is the same model but an earlier version. They gave very good ratings in many categories, but they criticized the clarity.
The clarity in the tone.
So which doesn't really fit the tornavos at all. But so what I tried to do then was I wanted to raise the frequency of the top, so that it's a bit stiffer, a bit more controlled, to gain a little bit more clarity. But if you do that, if you make a stiffer top, you get a higher resonance of the body. And so I added a little bit of that there again to bring the air resonance back down. So now what is resulted in is the top resonance is a bit higher than it was before, and the air resonance is actually a bit lower. So we get a bit more clarity in the high end, but also a bit more volume in the low end.
In the low end,
Yeah.
okay.
And so the idea is, it's basically it's inspired by the waveguide from Dennis.
From Dennis
Stolz.
Stolz, yeah.
with the idea that it's not just a straight cylinder, but you have this really well-defined rounding.
Yeah.
Where so it's for the so that you get less turbulence on the edges of the air resonating out of there, which creates a cleaner and more open sound.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. So then I would play a few notes on it, and then we talk about the sound. Very long sustain.
Yes.
No, this is, I noticed many things. The sustain was very noticeable at the end, also in the beginning. But what I was impressed was the response of the guitar. I wouldn't say it's as fast as a double top guitar, but sometimes it's for me too aggressive. The response of a double top guitar, you cannot control it. But it's, I don't know, very natural response.
Yeah, that's actually the idea of it, that to get a response that is fast and immediate, but controllable.
Yeah. Very good. And it's also very well balanced. I mean, every tone has the same quality and intensity. Like every tone has the same loudness, because sometimes if I play a chord or three tones at the same time, it's like one tone is much louder than the others, and then you have to adjust your fingers. In this case, you can trust the guitar that it will do the dirty work for you. Actually, this is how every guitar should be, well balanced.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah. Also very colorful. Especially if you play very piano, it still sounds very satisfying. Because on some guitars, if you play piano, the tones are not there. I mean, you have to play loud, but then it's a different tone. I like guitars that allow you to play also soft, and at the same time the tone is there in its full spectrum.
Yeah, I think that's very important. So that dynamics isn't just about loudness.
Yeah.
It's about the spread between the loudest and the quietest tone you can create. That also sounds good still.
Yeah, very good point. Important point, I would say. what do you like the most about the sound of this guitar? What is, I mean, there are of course different or several qualities in the tone, but one point that you would say, this is in my guitar one of the highlights.
So I think it's the balance.
The balance of the guitar.
So the balance and the dynamics. It's I know I can't really.
Yeah, it's a very difficult question.
But also the colors. So, it's interesting. I compared this one to the one that won this prize, and they're really similar, but apart from the tonabos and one other detail, but it was interesting because the other one, it's a bit more colorful. Slight more bit and a bit lighter, and this one is a bit more controlled, a bit brighter, and a bit more balanced.
Okay.
And I can't really say which I prefer.
Yeah, so it's just different. Yeah. It's like we had. I recently made a review of two José Luis Romanius guitars, and nearly same price both, and I also couldn't say which one I like more, because one Romanius had longer tones in the higher positions, so longer sustain and also a bit brighter, and the other Romanius had a more deep sound, more woody sound, but the tones were a bit shorter. So at the end it's the question of what do you need more? Are you someone who is looking for long tones in the higher position, or you want to feel the depth and resonance? So
I think that with the high notes is also something that this guitar really does well. That it has the first string. I think it has a lot of sustain in the high registers.
Especially.
But it's also it's present. It's colorful.
Especially with nylon strings, because usually carbon it's thinner and it rings longer, and I'm used to play on carbon strings, but on this guitar currently we have nylon strings, but the sustain is still quite long and also very clear, very focused. So the tone is well separated. Okay, another piece. It's a lot of fun to try different colors, and I call it this kind of quality, it's a dangerous guitar. I say it's dangerous because if the guitar invites you to play with dynamics and colors, you make more mistakes, because if you stay in one position, if I play, I don't make mistakes, but if I do, the possibility or the chance that I make mistake is more because I'm moving my fingers a lot, but the guitar allows you to do it. I mean,
it also rewards you for taking that risk.
True. Yeah, very good point. It rewards you also. Lovely. I would, because the guitar is very inviting, I would play one last piece on it. So we talked a lot about the trebles, but the basses are also very deep. What is the air body frequency?
So the air resonance of the guitar is it's about F sharp, a little higher than F sharp.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, the top frequency is usually they're about an octave apart, but because of the tone voice idea and a bit stiffer top, the top resonance is a bit higher than G.
Okay.
So it's a bit more than an octave, and so you get the clarity in the high registers, as you said, and also
the depth.
The depth.
The deep basses. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, wonderful. Congratulations on your great work, and I also like the quality of the spruce. I mean, I like the look, but I think it's a high quality spruce.
Yes, it's a really nice top.
You have some little hazels on the top, which makes it, for me personally, super beautiful.
Yeah, it's quite a light top. So there's basically no what do you call it? You get the growth rings you got early in the year. You get the light gray rings that are light, and the dark ones that are heavier. And this one, there's basically none of the dark ones. It's so it's a pretty nice top.
Is it the German spruce?
Yes.
Alpen
spruce.
Alpen spruce.
Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, so Paul, thanks a lot.
Thank you for the invitation.
You're very welcome. Let us know what are your thoughts on the sound of this new Paul Hildebrandt guitar, and of course, if you are interested in this instrument, you can find the link in the video description. There are a lot of information about the guitar, the woods, and also more detailed picture, because, for example, I couldn't show you the headstock that precisely, but on the website we will have a lot of nice pictures of the guitar, and also of the purflings, and a lot of details of this guitar. So, thanks, Paul, and hope to see you soon with the next guitar.
Yes.
The next guitar is also made by a German guitar maker. Okay, now I realize we have 4 guitars made by German guitar makers, and the last one is from Spain. But let's first stick to this instrument. It's made by Karl-Hermann Schäfer, who is building wonderful replicas and vintage models from the biggest names such as Antonio de Torres, Santos Hernandez, Hermann Hauser. And this one is also a traditionally built guitar based on the German traditional guitar making school. It's from 2024. It's in great condition, and it comes with a wonderful spruce and very beautiful flamed maple back and sides. I also noticed that the weight of this guitar is very, very low. It's a very super lightweight guitar. And also the neck, the shape of the neck, it feels so comfortable. Let's see how it sounds. There is something about the sound of this guitar. It's difficult to describe it. It has an intimate tone. So the qualities of the tone, which are objective, is clear. It's very well separated. It has a slightly boxy sound. It's lightweight. It responds very well. But the character of the tone is something that I cannot describe. You just have to hear it and feel it and describe the sound for yourself. a super colorful guitar. Uh, just a little movement in your right hand, and the sound is completely different. A very, as I always say, elastic sounding instrument. Lovely, wow. And the basses are also super strong and deep, like a piano pedal. Wow, what a guitar. A 2024, it was a long weekend in London, I'm telling you. 2024, Karl-Hermann Schäfer guitar. And if you need more specific information, or if you want to get in touch with me, you can simply scan this QR code and you will be forwarded to WhatsApp and we can get in touch. I'm happy if I can help you. And let's move to the last guitar of this week, which is not from Germany. It's a Spanish guitar. And the last guitar of this week is a Javier Mengual guitar, built for Alhambra guitars. And this is the Deseada model. So it's a top model of Alhambra guitars made by the great guitar maker Javier Mengual. This Deseada model has the number 240 and it's also being played by many big names in the classical guitar scene. And this guitar comes with a cedar top. We have also some beautiful decorations on the purflings, on the bridge of the guitar, and we have Indian rosewood back and sides. It's a very powerful guitar, but you have at the same time that Spanish touch, I would say. Let's play a few notes on it. As I already said, it's powerful, it's very responsive, but I also like the sustain a lot, or all those ringing overtones. It's full of overtones. and the trebles are also very punchy and powerful. Actually, one of our customers said that I'm doing too much vibrato, and he's actually right, but I forgot it. I played again. You know, it's a habit. If you have the vibrato in your hands, it's very difficult to keep like this, but I will try. And yeah, let's play more. It's a very well breathing guitar. The dynamic range is super wide. I have the feeling that if I push the guitar, the loudness will also come and the guitar is not overdriven. A Javier Mengual guitar from Alhambra guitars and the Deseada model. So this week was a completely traditional weekly guitar meeting. For people who prefer traditional guitars, I hope you have enjoyed this week's video. And if you did, as usual, please don't forget to leave a like. Actually, you can do it at the beginning of the video or at the end, whatever you prefer. Have a nice weekend and see you next week.